How to develop a rehash department to automate and systemize reigniting old sales for your company. Hey guys, I'm Mike Claudio, owner of WinRate Consulting and host of the Big Stud Podcast. If you have not gone over, check out the podcast, please do. We have 400 and something episodes at this point to help bring you value you need right now inside of your life and business. And if you've ever thought about bringing in a consultant, a coach, hands-on, or getting a part of an organization of like-minded people, we have over 100 clients in the construction space looking to evolve, looking to get better, looking to level up and evolve. Check out workwithwinrate.com, see if it's a good fit for you, see if you're a good fit for us, we're a good fit for you, to see where you fit into our ecosystem. We have an offer at every level for any company out there trying to evolve and grow, whether you're under 2 million, under 1 million, under 500,000, or 5, 10 million plus. We have a solution to help you out. So today I specifically want to talk about a very specific role inside of an organization, specifically a sales department called the rehash department, or the rehash person, the rehash team. Those of you that spend a lot of money on ads and leads and lead flow and marketing, and you're getting a lot of people into the ecosystem, or a lot of proposals out. I have some clients right now that have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus salespeople. That turns into a lot of opportunities that just never close or just never went anywhere. Salespeople are always going to focus on who's most likely to close right now. Some people are one call close shop. They go out, they pitch. If they don't close, they move on to the next one. As you can imagine, that creates this entire wake, this backlog of clients and opportunities that never actually got the attention they needed. So a rehash department, which I would consider could even be reworded as an inside sales department, can still be incredibly valuable to reignite and bring back to life old opportunities. One of the biggest, I think, things to figure out here is what is and when is the transition from the salesperson or sales team to the rehash inside sales team department. So if somebody's out there, let's just use a remodeling company. You got a salesperson, lead comes in, they go run it, they give a proposal, the client stops calling back. At what point does that lead to the inside rehash department? My opinion, it would be 2 to 3 touches. 2 to 3 touches without hearing back from the outside sales team puts them into the inside sales team more long-term nurture follow-up program. Because I want those sales guys focusing on the highest propensity to close deals, because that's what they're there to do, is to create revenue. Follow-up is part of that, but I think 2 to 3 touches with no response brings them back in. Whether that's on the initial lead, post in person, post proposal send, wherever it is, 2 to 3 non-responsive follow-ups should go into there. And this is something that can happen inside of your CRM. It can be something your sales manager's handling. There's a lot of different ways to do that. I'm not going to go deep into those details right now. But the bottom line is figure out, when does that lead transition from the sales team to the rehash department? From there, what is the conversation once it enters the rehash department? Inside sales, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to use rehash department for the simplicity of this video. What are they saying? When are they saying it? What's being automated through value add content in the CRM, email or text campaigns? What is being said by that person when they call, whether the person answers or they leave a voicemail? These are all things that you can script. I would suggest creating some form of a weekly, bi-weekly email text campaign with value add, not by us, not where'd you go, not we still want your business, value add based on what that person was looking for. Think about answering questions somebody that wants what they wanted to buy would have. How to select the shingle, how to pick finishes, how to find a designer, how to lay out a kitchen, how to pick your countertop, how to what type of gutters. Think about the questions they have because of what they showed interest in. Be specific to that. Figure out what your scripts are for both voicemails and when somebody calls, what is being said to reignite that. And then once somebody gets back engaged, they're like, yeah, hey, it's been 6 or 8 months, I'm sorry, we got busy. What happens then? Does the inside sales team close that? Do they hand it back to the outside sales rep? My opinion would be the inside sales team closes it. Is their lead going over? But I've had some people suggest and feel like it's best for it to go back to the salesperson who had it originally to close out. I like allowing the inside sales team to just take it from there, so there isn't this back and forth handoff for the customer perspective. But you got to leave that up to you. So When is the trigger to go from the outside team to the inside team? What is your automated workflow? What is your actual manual workflow? Automated will be email, text campaigns, manual will be phone calls, text messages, voicemails. And then what happens when that person gets re-engaged? Do we get them reconnected? Do we not? To the salesperson? Do we close them on the inside sales team? My perspective would be on the inside sales team. These are all things we can help you. I'm not going to go deep into detail because there's a lot of different people that watch this stuff with a lot of different business types. But if you're struggling right now, feeling like your outside sales team is not managing the entire lead flow or the entire funnel appropriately, creating an inside rehash department that takes on cold, dead, non-responsive leads, because there's always revenue to be generated in those older, less responsive leads or non-responsive leads, because you're spending a ton of money on that. You're spending money on advertising, marketing, ads on Facebook, ads on or sponsorships in different locations or events. You spend a ton of money to get those leads. You want to give yourself the best chance to close all of it, and to have somebody, it could just be one or two people, depending on the size of your company, in this rehash role to just constantly be doing their job to get you back in front of those older, colder leads, to reignite or recreate some value in those, to get them back across the finish line. Like, I don't have a percentage that you should, like, that I would, say you should see this percentage, but any revenue created from that is revenue you would not have created otherwise. And you just have to make sure that you're able to create enough revenue to create an ROI on that position. Pretty easy to calculate, pretty easy to manage, but I see a lot of lost revenue in that wake of incomplete, unresponsive, or just cold old leads. Those people needed something at some point, and most of them don't follow through on it. They still need somebody to help them through whatever the process or procedure is, or service or offering that you have. So if you need help on that, reach out. Again, go to workwithwinrate.com. We'd love an opportunity to see if we can work together to help you figure out the details of that system, because I know for a fact there is a lot of money left in that part of the pipeline. And it's something that you could be doing or should be doing right now to capitalize on every dollar spent on lead acquisition, so that you can capitalize on revenue generated every single year for your team and for yourself. There's a selfish side of this too as a business owner. You want to make more money. Cool. That's great. This is a great way to do that. It's a great way to create some additional revenue. It's a great way to set yourself up for success long term and create sustainability. No matter what your sales team is doing, you have somebody constantly focused on making sure those leads get across the finish line. Obviously, I love doing this, and I love helping you win fast and win often.